Hello, thanks for your interest in this position of showing agent that I have. I wanted to do a quick video, just a couple minutes here, to give you an overview of what the position entails. Obviously, there were several uh, folks interested in the position. My guess is that probably some people on Craigslist just kind of put a reflexive resume across, maybe not too serious. So my goal here is to actually, instead of having a conversation with each person who is interested, is to do a quick video so there's a broad net, um, you know, an easy way for me to get this information to a lot of ears at the same time. But I want to seek to answer introductory questions that if I were to get you on the phone for the first time, give you an overview of who I am and what the position entails so that you can make sure that this is a good fit for you. So real quick, just as a kickoff, and I won't labor this, but an about me portion of this is I'm actually um, specifically from St. Cloud, Florida. I actually grew up in St. Cloud. I moved to Las Vegas 15 years ago, got my real estate career started there, and then I've moved back to Florida. As a real estate agent, I've sold over 3,400 properties, probably in the neighborhood of 3,700 homes. My team in Las Vegas has typically on track to sell anywhere from 300 to we've sold as many as almost 1,000 homes in a single year. And we've done that on a team selling system. Not Jared does everything, but obviously having other people involved in the process. As a result, I've been featured on CNBC, all over different areas. But back this thing up, I am physically in Orlando, physically selling in Orlando now, and that is why I need you, okay? My team still operates in Las Vegas, but now my permanent residence is in Orlando, and that's what we're working towards. So real quick, I've got over $500 million in sales. My team, the most recent year for Clark County, was the #1 selling team in my county and in all Southern Nevada, the Las Vegas area. I've ranked multiple times #2 agent in the entire nation out of almost 2 million of us. And obviously what I would say that is my benefit is I'm actually a marketing expert. I know marketing. I've probably spent $100,000 and more of my personal time understanding marketing than any other aspect of real estate. That's what's made me successful. But let's talk about where you come in, okay? First of all, I'm obviously at RE/MAX, okay? I chose RE/MAX Southwest. They're over by Universal Studios. My concept is building a legacy by building up others. It's not about me, okay? It's not about, a lot of real estate agents are kind of me, myself, and I oriented, and that's not what I do, okay? My focus is typically about me being into some specific roles, focusing on what I do best, and having folks like you helping me do what you do best, okay? I have 5 other staffers affiliated with my team, just staff. Folks focused on answering the phones every day. Folks focusing on converting leads to appointments for face-to-face visits. Folks focused on client care, marketing, and so that these things don't fall through the cracks. A lot of real estate agents want to go Lone Ranger, right? I'm noticing this in Florida, lots of real estate agents are me, myself, and I. They do not invest in having people around them. I've found that having folks in specific areas of the business, specializing in certain areas, functioning as a team is the best way to do business, okay? So let's talk about where that is going to impact you, okay? A showing assistant is going to be someone who is paid by the hour of time invested in showing, okay? You're going to be a licensed agent. You're going to be doing showing tours, going out, obviously showing. And there's going to be a variety of things, so pay close attention to where I'm going with this. There's times when I'm going to pay you to sit at a house for an open house. Okay, you're going to do the exact same thing that an open house person would do, such as greet clients, make sure they sign in. And remember, whenever you do this, obviously the leads are going back to me, okay? But you are paid to be there, which is very unique, right? Most agents are sitting in open houses it's fruitless. They don't get much out of it. You're actually going to get paid by the hour, right? And then in addition to that, there's going to be times when you're going to photograph homes for me, okay? So there will be a client who's out of area. You won't be able to show them any homes, but obviously I will say, hey, I've got a client interested in this home. Go check it out. It's on Lockbox. You know, schedule a visit, do a preview, set it up, and go you know, photograph the house. There are times when you're going to tour with a client. I'll get their contract accepted, and I'll go to the home inspection, but I won't be able to make a walkthrough. Okay? The only things you're really going to do, only things you're really going to do is visit homes for one reason or another, open house, photographs, touring with a buyer, going to a home inspection with a person you probably have already met, or making a walkthrough. Doesn't mean you're going to be doing all specific points, but those are things that fit well within the showing agent role. Okay? Attend showings. On a typical day, you're going to get a list of homes from the prospect. You will structure the tour in a way that makes geological sense, right? Geographical sense. And then you're going to, after the tour, do a wrap-up report. And you get paid for all that. You get paid for setting it up at your house, you know, the time beforehand. You get paid on the way out the door, and you get paid on the way back to do the summary of how the inspection went. I have forms for all of this, okay? So I mentioned that there will be times when you'll do things for my properties, okay? As I have a deeper listing base, some of those homes are going to be vacant, okay? When I list a house that's vacant, I promise the seller that we are checking on that house weekly. You'll help me keep that promise, part of your hourly pay, okay? Visiting vacant listings. So hopefully that does a good idea of answering the ground level questions of what do we do, right? So the next thing I want to tell you about what you can do on your own, you can sell on your own behalf, okay? You can sell your own houses. You can do your own business, okay? You can have me coach you if you want. That's a total separate conversation, but it's something that is something I don't adamantly pursue. I'm not a coach. I'm selling real estate just like you are, but I'm definitely a good resource for your sake. The only thing that I ask is that as you are selling, have reasonable availability, right? Another thing that was listed in the job posting on Craigslist, must be willing to move to my brokerage. Not really trying to grow RE/MAX. I don't have an ownership interest in RE/MAX Property Southwest. I don't even have anything beyond my own goals of my own team. But with that, you will have access to my customers. And so that is going to be problematic. There is specifically a monthly fee for being at RE/MAX, and I would discuss that in a one-on-one basis with anyone who's interested, how we would work that out, okay? Because I don't obviously want to create new overhead for you while you're trying to come and earn money working with me. So we will have that as a very reasonable discussion that you will have as you decide leaving the company that you're with, okay? But the position is immediate. I do have the ability to hire someone now within the hours offered on the Craigslist ad right now, okay? Which means I do want to set up meetings with those that respond to this video and say, seen it, I'm interested still, that we set that up in the week to follow, because I do want to have this position filled in 2 weeks. The pay is 1099 based, okay? You are going to be a contractor with me. So just like you, when you sign up for the company you're with right now, you're not employed by, most likely you're not employed by your real estate company. You are a contractor of the real estate company. You have an individual license and you perform work within the scope of the license. You do not show up for work. You're not going to work a 9 to 5 hour set for me, okay? You're not going to have specific requirements that an employee would have, okay? So you would not be classified as an employee. You'd be classified as a 1099 contractor. You would manage yourself like a contractor manages themselves. you would invoice me like a contractor invoices a customer that they are contracted to do work for. Okay, so don't let that get too complicated. Some of you that are very knowledgeable about tax and things of that nature probably would want that question, so I want to make sure I put it out there. But that's really the summary that I want to get across, really kind of the narrative for the video that I kind of want to get to everybody. The bullet points of what the job entails, how soon, where, Remax Properties, by the way, is at Wallace Road in Turkey Lake, which is right off the I-4, right around Universal Studios. So it's very, very practical to get to no matter where you are. And bear in mind, you're really going to be kind of going from your home to the marketplace. So it really doesn't matter where the office is. What matters to you is where you have to get to on a given day to meet a client or to go see a house. I'm going to really focus a lot of my marketing from North Orlando area, kind of like Winter Park, on down, Metro Orlando, all the way, really kind of focusing on the west side, but it's not exclusive. West Orlando on down, maybe even some southwest Orlando. That's kind of the key. I live Winter Garden, but you got to understand, I told you early on in this video, I'm an internet expert, a marketing expert specifically. One thing to know about marketing, very, very hard in a place like Orlando to get granular and detailed enough to focus on specific areas. We're going to have marketing hit, and we're going to have client interest from a lot of different areas. Very, very hard to control where the buyer is actually going to want to buy. All right, so that's kind of that. As you have questions, fire those back to me. And overall, I want to know if you are interested. What 2 days or 3 days in advance that you might have available, and if morning or afternoon works better for you, we'll go from there. All right. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to meeting you in person. Take care, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.